Hi there, I'm Steve Horstmeyer. Today's Weather Lab is all about high and low temperatures. Each day when the sun comes up, the sun's rays pass right on through the atmosphere. They heat the ground, then the ground heats the air from below. So as the day goes on, the heat travels upward through the atmosphere. Now it takes a little bit of time to do this, so the hottest part of the day is a couple hours after the strongest rays of the sun strike the earth. Meteorologists call this the daily high temperature lag. In Cincinnati, when we are on daylight saving time, the strongest rays occur at about 1:37 in the afternoon. Most often, the highest temperature is 2 to 3 hours later. As an all-weather phenomenon, there are many factors that can modify this, like increasing or decreasing cloud cover, rainfall, a front, or even wind. So here we are, now at the hottest time of the day. You can measure the heated air all the way up to about a mile above the surface. As the sun sets, the air begins to cool, but it cools near the surface once again because most of the soil and surface materials cool faster than the air. Air in contact with those cooler surfaces is cooled, and the cooling progresses upwards just like the heating does. The cool layer grows upward all night long, and the lowest temperature usually occurs just as the sun is rising. Because it takes some time for the first rays of the sun to heat the ground, the low temperature also has a temperature lag, just like the high temperature does. The same factors that affect high temperatures also affect low temperatures. At night, there are two very cool things, though, that happen that don't happen during the day. Did you get that pun? Cool things that happen? One is cold air drainage. Because cold air is more dense than warmer air, the cool, dense air flows downhill just like water. So if you ride a bike, you ride a motorcycle or a convertible, when you go down into a dip in the road, you can feel that cooler air. Backpackers and mountain climbers know to pitch camp on the valley side, not at the valley bottom, because cold air drainage can make it as much as 30 degrees colder on the valley floor than up on the valley side. Here is cool thing number 2. Frost is ice, and it must be 32 degrees or colder for frost to form. But many frosty mornings, your thermometer, which is at eye level, will say 35 or 36 degrees. Well, it is freezing or colder where the frost is. Remember, the cold air is more dense, so it hugs the ground, but a few feet up, your thermometer is in warmer, less dense air that is above freezing. That wraps up part 4 of Weather Lab number 2. Now take a look at some of the activities for you on the website.